Hello everybody and welcome to the GMS Magazine videos. I am Paco Garcia, your host, and this is the RPG 2019 series of videos, an initiative created by Dave Chapman, who thought, rightly so, that it would be a great idea to talk about role-playing games every single day during the month of August of every single year, and I agree with him. Down there in the video description and show notes, you can find a link to the Autocratic blog, which I encourage you to take a look at because it's full of absolutely fantastic information. And since you're there, down there, please do subscribe. Click on the subscribe button because I'd love to have you guys around. I really appreciate it. And give me a thumbs up or down if you enjoy the videos, and send me your comments because they truly help. They really help me provide the videos that you want to see. The word for today is scary. Now, a bit of a disclaimer. This is the second time that I record this video because the file got corrupted. And I have to say that this is also a very different video from the original one. The original video, I spoke about fear and how to make role-playing games scary. Ever since, though, something's happened that really scared me so much, genuinely so. Not long ago was N.19. It's the mecca of role-playing gamers. I've never been there. I would love to go. Hopefully one day I will be able to spend the money to go there because, you know, flying to the US and going to Gen-Con specifically, it's a very expensive business. We're talking several $1,000s. Not just the travel to and fro, but also I fear I would spend a great insane amount of money once I'm there, so I have to be very careful. Anyway, whilst this Gen-Con was taking place, 2 mass shootings took also place in the United States. Now, to be honest, I am quite blasé about the mass shootings in the US because they happen so often. So often. At the time of these 2 mass shootings, more shootings had taken place in the US and days of the year had gone by, which is a really scary stat. And I genuinely found myself shaking at the time because I have a lot of friends, truly dear friends, people I love very much, very much. People I have never met, just through social media, interviewing them, talking to them, but people who have become very dear to me. And the first thought that came to my mind was, Jesus, if this happened at Gen-Con, they could kill my friends. And that really shook me off a lot. I'm not going to go into the gun control debate. I'm not American. I don't understand the relationship with weapons that US citizens have. I don't understand it, so I'm not going to give my opinion on the matter because I haven't lived immersed enough in that culture to think that I have enough of a grasp of what it is like to own a gun or needing a gun or just growing in that environment. I don't know. I just don't know. I lived in the US for 3 months in Chicago, but that evidently is not enough. So I'm not going to go into it. Of course I have my opinion, but I'm not going to go into it. But I am going to go into the state of fear, into how scary, how horrifically scary it is to not know if your friends are going to get out of a convention. So I know this is not really talking about role-playing games, it's talking about fear. And this is talking about fear of losing people I love in the role-playing game industry, because most of my friends are in that industry. So please be careful. I don't know what the solution to this problem is. I have no idea. I could propose a few things and probably would offend a lot of people. So I'm not going to. But please, be vigilant of any kind of radicalization. Any. Because let's not make a mistake. Everybody who perpetrates these horrific acts has been radicalized. No, do not blame mental illness or video games on something like this. No. The percentage of people with mental health issues that have perpetrated these acts is tiny in comparison with the amount of people who perpetrated these atrocities because they've been radicalized. Now, I know somebody pointed out in Facebook that, geeks are fairly safe because it's too white, is too heteronormative, and thus is unlikely to become the target of somebody who's become radicalized. It's not diverse enough. But you never know. So please, any kind of radicalization, is noxious, and it is evident that it's potentially very, very dangerous. So for the sake of everybody around you, please be careful, be watchful, and talk to each other. If you feel under threat, if you feel that somebody could be a threat, speak up, say something to somebody you trust. Don't stay silent, because the difference between having 100 people killed or not might be ringing an alarm on time. I'm sorry if this video has been a little bit more on the grim side, but I just feel it's important to know that we, as RPG geeks, you in the US as RPG geeks, are also under threat. And fear is a perfectly understandable reaction. And I am very scared for you. Please be safe. Thank you for being there.